I am back to posting my regular New York content. Aren't you happy with that? First of all, I just want to thank you all for bearing with me this week as I have posted the old music files that I had on my drive. I know that for most of you they were pretty boring, but there was a reason for doing it. To start with, all of the music videos will have good retention numbers in the future. In fact, one of them already had over 20,000 views on a different channel that I had, and that was in 240p. As I still had the raw videos, I knew that I could render them for the modern age and make them into 1080p in high definition. Rather than sporadically spread them out over months though, I figured why not take a week off from my regular posting and post them all in the same week. To be honest with you, it isn't going to hurt my channel any. The last New York story that I did performed woefully. It didn't even get to 100 views. Though, the people who did watch it actually watched the video because it had a good retention rate. Two of the music videos already have more views than my last New York story. I'm not going to lie, it wasn't very motivating to see the video perform so poorly after putting so much effort into it. For whatever reason, a lot of the YouTubers whose lengthy videos I watch in full, for some reason they avoid watching my narrated stories in return. Don't get me wrong, they will click on the walking videos, they just don't want to hear the stories. This has happened for the last half a dozen New York stories. Do you know what's even funnier though? A few days after I posted the last story, another New York storyteller, lo and behold, also posted a story from Union Square, the very same week that I had posted it. He had like 1,400 views in the first hour, just to rub my nose in it a little bit. Now I'm not comparing myself to him. This guy is a far better storyteller than I am, and I enjoy watching him myself. It was just a bit ironic, you know. And like I said, posting music videos isn't going to hurt the channel, because hardly anyone is watching it at the moment anyway. So, back to the music videos for a minute. I go to a lot of shows each year, or at least I did before COVID, and I will continue to go to shows in the future. So I wanted a playlist created where I can add a cheeky video every now and then to my rockabilly playlist. New York is my life after all, and going to shows is a big part of my life. Perhaps if the channel growth was continuous, then I might have thought twice about doing it, but views are going down, watch time is going down, and I've been stuck at 943 subscribers for a whole week now. Don't get me wrong, I fully expect it to pick back up, and I'm still very hopeful that with a bit of luck, my New York storytelling will continue to develop and grow. That is the thing that I think will grow my channel in the future, the New York stories. In July and August, I'm not too sure how much I will be posting. At a minimum, it will be once a week. But I might scale back from twice a week just for the next 2 months. I don't do well in the heat, and we are already in the high 90s here in New York. Of course, if I'm able to get to 1,000 subscribers, and I can live stream, then I will quite happily park my butt somewhere and talk to you all live as New York passes us by. Just like we're doing in this video, except that this video isn't live. I've done a lot of performing over the years, so I look forward to doing what would amount to a live podcast with a lovely New York view. Don't expect to see me on camera much though. I'm really not into face cams when people are travelling around. If it was 25% face and 75% location, then I'm okay with that. But when it is 95% face with a couple of little location snippets thrown in, then that really isn't for me. I hate to be rude, but I want to see where people are. I want to enjoy seeing what they are seeing themselves. That isn't a knock on anyone, it's just what I prefer to watch personally. It takes me back to a story I told of a video that was taken in Vietnam. The one where a guy was stood on top of a hill talking about how amazingly awesome the view was, as the camera pointed at his face while he was enjoying the view. I don't think that I have ever cursed a computer screen as much as I did that day. And the video finished without him once showing us what he was looking at. It could also be that I once followed a YouTuber who performed under a mask, and he was hysterical. Then one day he decided to do a face reveal, and while it was his most watched video, it also effectively ended his YouTube career. It was the worst thing that he could have done because he took away the mystery. I want to be like the David Attenborough of New York stories. Of course we all know what Sir David looks like, but do we really watch his shows to see him in person? My picture is in my profile. That's me. And you can also see the odd image of me on my Instagram account. You just won't see me doing face cam on YouTube. Alright, that's it for now. I'm back to my New York posting. In fact, I might skip Sunday this week and post on Monday instead. I want you all to experience what it sounds like in a New York neighborhood on July the 4th. It is mental loud. I actually recorded a snippet of July the 4th last year, and that gave me the idea to make a full video of the fireworks this year. Maybe I will post what I recorded last year on Saturday as a teaser for what is coming up on Monday. Anyway, stay cool guys, and I will catch you all real soon.